I really hope this is recording. I cannot wait to get my other camera where I will be able to tell. Hello, sweetie. I'm really worn out, so this is going to be a very strange video. In the closet again, I still have roofers across the street, roofing things. I loved your video. The makeup tutorial thing was awesome. Well, I guess it wasn't a tutorial, but still very, very cool. The Scandalized that you recommended, definitely not the Scandalized that I bought. So, but I am liking the one that I got. It's pretty cool. We definitely, when we do our, once I get my webcam and we do our Google Hangout slumber party, we should do makeup during that. But then now that I'm thinking about it, with all of the things that we have planned for our Google Hangout slumber party, we're probably going to need to have more than one. We could probably make it like a weekly thing, or bi-weekly, like every other Saturday or something, I don't know. But I think it would still be a lot of fun, so. My camera, I think, is still scheduled for Friday. I think it will come a day later than yours, because I think it's shipping out of Colorado, and it's got twice as long, twice the distance, to get to me. So, your cord and camera will probably get there before mine. Let me know what, any I'm sorry, I'm just not eloquent today. Please let me know what difficulties you run into with it, any troubleshooting or whatnot in advance. So, but hopefully I will be able to have it set up for something this weekend. So that would be good. Today was kind of an odd day. I finally vanquished my car spider. The spider that you will recall as being the one that taught me that I can drive my car from the passenger seat, as I'm not abundantly fond of spiders. And as I was driving, usually it only comes out at night, so that I get the silhouette this close to my face while I'm driving, in the early mornings. But no, today it came out of hiding while I was driving to lunch, and it just like crept across. It was like over here, and it sort of like crept across my steering wheel, and then kind of went up, and then up by the sunglasses holder thing. So I'm like progressively getting into this side of my car, but I did manage to sweep it out of my vehicle. So hopefully that will be the end of car spider. Given that we both live in areas that are fraught with insects and arachnids, I doubt it's my only car spider, but it's the one that has given me the most trouble. I did not get out of my office/lab area much at all today. I just have so much to do, and it's just been a little crazy. And then now I have to teach a class at 7 a.m. on Monday, which is awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the teaching aspect of it, but it's a little early to be teaching 10 people a hands-on lab, and it's just, I'm gonna have to bring a change of clothes, is all I can really say about it. But it'll be alright. It'll be just Monday morning at 7. Not enthusiastic about the time frame, but that's the only time that the students had on their particular time zone schedule thing, that so that they'll be awake, and it'll actually be kind of an evening for them. But anyway, sorry, I'm not looking forward to it. Pretty much it. I've got so much I have to do this evening, before Thursday. Wait. Yeah, before tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm sorry, my calendar, I'm running on two different days worth of calendars. So it's, yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna end up babbling if I don't stop myself. So I have a lot that I have to do this evening. I'm hoping to get to bed at some point before 11, only to be up at 4 and I'm just really tired. But I'm hoping that the vitamins I ordered will help fight my fatigue problem. Which, I mean, I know that a doctor would say my fatigue is because I'm not freaking sleeping. But these should help without too much, without having to add caffeine and all. So, I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah. Again, I'm looking forward to our Google Hangout slumber parties. I think that will be awesome. And I've also contacted my sister to see if I can make, or if she's okay with me setting up reading, a Google Hangout reading with my nephew. Because I'm far away and I don't get to do the aunt thing very much, so I'm really looking forward to being able to just read back and forth with him. So, and then as my other nephew gets older. Right now, my other nephew, who's in Japan with my brother and sister-in-law, I mean, obviously reading to him is not going to be too terribly effective, but he's at the perfect sock puppet age, so I can do sock puppet theater for my nephew. So, anyway, I think that's about it today. Did you see the article about the North Dakota Congressman Kevin Kramer, I think? Where he threatened a tribal council, said that he wanted to wring their necks and throw them up against the wall because they petitioned, or they gave tribal provisions to the courts stating that they want jurisdiction over for domestic violence, rape, and protection orders on tribal reservations, because nothing really has been taken care of for these things, and statistically, Native women are at least twice as more likely to be sexually assaulted or raped, and 80% of those offenders are non-Native men. And then, after threatening the council and saying that he wanted to wring their necks and throw them up against a wall, Congressman Kramer stated that he now felt, because of these tribal provisions, mind you, which protect Native women from statistically non-Native men who are raping them and sexually assaulting them, now he doesn't feel safe on a reservation. Because, the fact that Native women are more likely to be raped is such, by non-Native men, is a reason why he should feel afraid, being a non-Native man stepping onto a reservation. I'm trying very hard, I know that I keep repeating that, but I'm trying very hard not to get into a rant. I just am so angry. Yeah. So anyway, after failing to listen completely to what these people had to say, and basically saying that he expects the courts to overturn or to dismiss those tribal provisions for jurisdiction, he then just sort of walks out F you guys. I suspect that maybe he gave the double bird and maybe kicked a puppy on his way out. I don't know. But what they do know is that he passed a Native woman who was crying because, I don't know, she was just told that she can't, that they aren't going to, he's trying to actively avoid giving the Native women the protection they need. So she was crying, and he goes over there without asking, without knowing her, without anything, just totally took it upon himself to violate the body of another person, to hug her tightly and say, "I love you," and then walk out. What kind of drugs was this asshole on? So, why? How do these people get elected into office? Just come on, North Dakota. They were supposed to be cool. I'm not a happy cat. So, anyway, that rant is over. I'm driving home. I was trying to, focus on peace and serenity, but having heard that and just our politicians, at what point? I suspect, and maybe this is naivety on my part, but I suspect that at some point in their political career, they begin because they want to help people. That being said, with the whole, I watched a thing on Burr and Hamilton and the whole duel thing, and how Burr wanted it for the power. And so historically, it's not like politicians have always become politicians for noble reasons. But I like to think, as naive as it is, that our politicians at some point in their career decide that they want to do this to help people, to effect change and fix things. I know, naive. But at what point do they reach the conclusion that it's just to actively not help people who are in need? We're not talking like, put AstroTurf in parks because some people have grass allergies. We're not talking about something like that. We're talking about safety. You have people who do not have agency, or they're being denied agency, and they criminally, I'm sorry, I'm getting into a stuttering, babbling giant squid of anger. But at what point do you just take people who statistically are victimized and aren't, their pain and their struggles are being ignored, and you just give them a great big F you? At what point is it okay to threaten a tribal council? At what point is it okay to say that these people shouldn't have a right to charge offenders? I don't know. The fact that historically Native women have been denied agency, or Natives in general, really, historically speaking, and just the fact that this asshole just thinks to take it so flippantly just really burns me up. So, yeah, that's what's on my mind tonight, I'm afraid. Yeah, I've got to go. It feels like it's a short video, but I know that it's probably not. I've been pretty good about totally getting the time wrong, because I can't see it. It's on the other side of my phone from the camera. So this will not be a long video, or a ridiculously long video today. I'm gonna get off here. I've got just a lot that I have to do, and get that done. It's mostly work stuff, so I can't just be like, I'm gonna do all of these things. Not that you want the laundry list of what I'm gonna do, but so get some stuff ready, do some research, write up a couple of things. My proposal, by the way, for the youth intervention project. No, I was told that it would take too long to be, for it to, I forget the exact phrasing, but basically, I was told that this program, now I'm comfortable saying this has nothing to do with my job, but I just did the proposal, and because we have a need in the city, and I wrote up this proposal, and I submitted it to the city council, because they had this whole thing where they were looking for things that the city can do that would make us look good, essentially. Because the city, we've been kind of under fire for certain things, and they want to improve their public image. So they put out, just kind of a notice saying that, they were looking for citizens and whatnot to come up with ideas that will benefit the community. So, having read that, and kind of knowing that we have a need for a youth intervention program, because there's nothing for kids to do after school, I wrote up this whole proposal, worked it out, contacted school, principals for the middle school and high school, made arrangements with them, brainstormed with them, got, agreements on facility use and everything, got a list of people who'd be willing to volunteer, to work with the kids, even if it's just playing, basketball, or, in my case, less basketball, more, helping with tutoring and whatnot. And mind you, I submitted this, 8 months ago, and just heard back today. But, just something to kind of just an outreach for something for these kids to do, as a lot of them are, children of either, really hardworking parents who don't get home until late, whether they be single parents or a dual parent household. I think that there's a traditional, no, I don't know, there's a better word for that, I just don't know what it is right now. So, yeah, but the reason that I got that it was turned down was because it would take too long for it to be noticeable enough in the paper, and they were looking for a quick fix for the image. So instead, they did, they sent some people out to rake leaves in an old person's yard and, help. I mean, not to say that those things are, helping the elderly is certainly a noble thing to do. And I'm not trying to denigrate what they did. But in the difference, if you're looking at reducing youth crime in a city and helping kids, giving them a better perspective, helping them with schoolwork, it's not like the education in our area is particularly lauded for its awesomeness. So honestly, having, there's a lot there, and I'm not going to give you my whole proposal, but I set it out in phases. I worked out, this is phase 1, phase 2, I talked with business communities, I go talk with the t-shirt place, and they were willing to, at a massive discount, make t-shirts for this thing, and, and I worked out a plan for, like, bake sales and car washes that they could raise the money for the t-shirts, and, I had frickin' local pizza place said that they would be willing once every 3 months to provide up to, I think they said 18 pizzas for kids if we went through this whole proposal. And so I had like this notebook, like a 3-ring binder, like this thick on the proposal. And nope, it just wasn't interesting to them. And certainly I can understand that, their goal was short term, and for that specific goal, my proposal did not meet what they wanted. But, it still hurts, like, in an angry way, because we still have a youth crime problem. We still have these kids who aren't getting into good colleges because they don't have very good educations, I mean, I don't know. It's frustrating when, and I'm thinking about this, it came at an interesting time, because you were talking about tutoring, and tutoring for free, because you want to help people, and, yeah, it's, maybe I should go back to my volunteers and say, hey, the proposal, the initiative, the youth initiative, your intervention initiative, I have to go back and look at it. I was so mad I don't even remember what we settled, because we changed the name at the last minute. Instead of intervention, we called it an initiative, because we don't want to give the kids a complex, But anyway, I'm sorry, I got off on a rant again. 2 in 1 video, I'm on a roll. But I'm looking forward to a Google Hangout this weekend, if I get my camera in time. If not, I will get it on Monday. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to have some tea, and then I'll be really busy for the rest of the evening, so I may not be on G-Chat. But I will definitely talk with you tomorrow, so... Anyway, I love you, sweetie. I will talk with you later. And once again, I'm going to be talking to you while I try to find the off button. It's kind of a thing where I'm like just poking behind here, trying to find it, and it's hard, and there it is. Okay. I will talk to you later. I love you, sweetie. Bye.